All right, we are back at it, rigging at Westbrook Supply Company. Joe, Fletch, just put together this. This is Boonedox rigging stand?
Yep, they're 360 rigging stand, yep. So basically it's fully adjustable. It'll do any kayak out there on the market. These are all adjustable side to side, so you get that ready, put your kayak on, get it in between the hole there, and then it's fully 360 version, so you just rig your kayak up.
Very nice.
And you're able to move it around and transport all over the shop.
All right, so let's move the RVR 119 over to that, and then we're putting on some landing gear. Before we get started, Joe got me some swag, got me a hoodie, new hat. Appreciate it, man.
No problem.
If someone wants this, is this on the
right on the website? Absolutely, yep.
Yeah.
Boonedoxusa.com.
Cool. All right, show me what we got here in the kit.
All right, today we're going to put on.
Maybe before we even get into what this kit is, what are the different kits and different methods of mounting landing gear?
Okay, so we have 3 different kits. Actually, we have 4 different kits now. So we have the standard kit, we have the Hobie PA kit, this is the track kit,
okay.
And then we have a kit specifically designed for the shoaling.
Okay.
So what the difference is basically the kit is almost the same other than the mounting brackets on how everything is going to mount on the kayak. So since we're using this on the Bonafide, it has a track mount system, we're using the track kit.
Okay.
On the PA, you would use a different knuckle system to mount to the PA, and also like the standard kits would go on like the New Canoe Ultimates. So that kit would be a different bracket kit to mount to their system that they have to mount our landing gear.
Okay. And then these are the standard tires that come with it?
Yep, that's the standard tires that come with it, the C-Tug tires. And then we're gonna upgrade you to the Sandtrax tires, which are designed for more off-road use.
Yep, I definitely do the off-road. Very cool.
That's Lucas, he's my helper. Always on the road with me.
Right on.
All right, so today we're going to be doing the track kit, and I'd like to start off with breaking up the hardware so I know everything's there in the kit. These are your mounting brackets that mount from the knuckles to the boat, and then you've got your track kit lugs on the bottom, your bolts. I put everything together so that way it's pretty easy to assemble. What you want to do is you want to pre-assemble it like this, so that way it's able to slide into the knuckle like that before we mount it to the boat, so we don't have playing with it on trying to get everything lined up on the boat. It's all going to be there. We'll be able to place it pretty easy, mark everything, and get it all ready to get unassembled.
Excellent. And these are your tools for...
Yep, you need a Sawzall. That's going to cut this beam here.
Okay.
Allen wrench to tighten up your bolts to your track.
Standard metric?
That one's going to be a standard.
Okay.
It should be a 5/32.
Okay.
And I believe we need a little bit smaller one for the set screws, which I'll grab a little later.
Okay.
That's basically about it. Pretty simple install with this track kit.
The set screws just
lock this to the center bracket. Yep, to the center rail.
Okay. And I've done these before. Your directions are pretty good, man. Like, you can tell when there's been a few versions of instructions.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to make it pretty simple for everybody.
Yeah, you guys do good directions, and Yak Attack does good ones. I mean, to get that right, and not everyone, you know, a lot of people skim the directions, but I've gotten smarter about not doing that.
It saves on a lot of customer calls to the shop and saying, hey, I'm mixing this one piece, or it's easy to go, hey, did you follow the directions? And then they usually go, well, I kind of looked at them real quick, but if you read them pretty good, it's pretty simple to put the kit together.
All right, let's get it on there.
Excellent.
So we do have some sort of geometry to work around here. I know that with the Torpedo install, I have the Yak Attack tie-down eyelets, which guides the motor lift and reverse lock lines away from kind of rubbing on if we got a black pack or anything else here. We're going to be going right across here, and I think the wheels will be back in this area when they're up. But we got to worry about clearance on the torpedo battery right there. So I think we have the real estate that we need to do that, to go right across there.
All right, so we're gonna put the T-locks in here. These are basically welded track mounts. That way you don't have to try to fumble and try to get them all lined up. And nice that Bonafide actually makes a little groove here. So this will actually just slide right in, and we don't have to take the track kit out like the native Max, where you have to actually lift the track kit out to slide these in. This is designed just to drop right in.
Good job, Hans.
And then this is basically like this. To get that where we need it. And we leave everything loose so we can adjust everything. And that way we don't tighten it all up until the end. And you put your lock washer, and normally you would take some Loctite, and this is the key to this. The Loctite right here that comes with the kit. You're gonna place a little dab on that, and then you're gonna put your nut down on top of it so that way it doesn't loosen up on you and travel. I'm not gonna put the Loctite on now until we get everything figured out, and then we'll take that part back off, apply the Loctite, and then put the nut back on.
Okay.
So we're just gonna get these started to get the kit lined up where we need it, and then we will go from there. All right, guys, so we installed this roughly, and now we're gonna go and adjust it to where Jeff needs it on his kayak. Basically, we got these all lined up. We got the center bar in, everything's movable, so we didn't tighten anything down. So we're gonna slide this up to where he wants it, which is gonna be about right there. And that's gonna give us enough room for his torpedo battery. Yep. And then we're just gonna snug these down. And we don't want to tighten them yet because there's still going to be some final adjustments that need to be made. And then we're going to come on this side over here. I'm going to use this rigging stand to slide it around, make it a little easier. And then we get this one where we need it. And again, like I said, you don't want to tighten up any of this because you're going to have to adjust all this to get where we need to put the legs on. Right now we're just working on the mounting brackets here that go to the track itself. And then we're just going to snug them up, and not super tight because we might have to move them again. And everything's hand tight. So now we're basically got our front to back pretty snugged in. And now we go to the point where we have to cut our center bar to accept for the wheels.
Because right now it's blocked up.
Yeah, so because...
So how much are you chopping off?
It all depends on each boat.
Let's pull this out and look at the top side so people can sort of spatially see what's going on. If you lay it, I mean, like,
okay,
just like that. So if you measure what?
Well, we measured
I mean, how far do they have to go in?
So enough to where the legs actually hit it. So I'm going to show you how we do that to make it pretty simple so you don't have to cut it pre.
Okay. So one of the really cool features about the landing gear is that you got track all over it. I mean, track on many sides here. I got a couple lock and load bases, and I may want one along in here. Do we have to put that in early?
Yeah, so that'll actually have to be put in while you're assembling the kit onto this center bar.
Let's do that, and then I know I'm going to have some up here for my Omega Pro rod holders. But if I want one in the middle there, we'll put that in. Can you get them on the side?
Yep, you can get them on the sides.
Okay. Very cool.
All right, so what we're measuring, because Jeff wants to put this bar, our landing leg, all the way in.
Yeah.
So he wants to get as much narrowness on that as possible. So right now we're going to take our bar, which is the leg that has the square on it that fits into the knuckle here.
Yep.
and we're going to place it to where he wants to have it, where basically he's going to have it bottoming out almost, so right there.
Yep.
And then what we're going to do is this bar slides on install.
Okay.
So like I said, he wants to put this in, so now would be the time you want to do that.
But we're
gonna cut it.
Measure and cut.
Yep. So
do you want to use his little wax pen?
I've got it marked there, but yeah, that's what we're going to use. We're going to use a white little wax pen right there.
Yep.
Just like a paint marker. I'm going to slide this in till it hits the leg like that, and then we're just going to come back here to where our set screws holes are, and that's going to allow us to mark the set screw.
Okay.
Because of the way he wants it, normally you would have it to where you mark both set screws, but because we're narrowing this down for him for river fishing, we're only going to be marking the one set screw, because the other one's going to be about right there, if you can see that mark. So we'll actually be set screwing the leg instead of the bracket, but we're going to only do the one.
Okay. And one on either side is adequate?
Yeah, I mean, as long as you have the Loctite on it, shouldn't have an issue at all.
Cool.
Check this out. All right, so we got your leg where you want it there. Insert this leg here. Bam, I think we're gonna be on the money. All right, so now we got everything lined up where Jeff wants these wheels. We're gonna go ahead and snug up the hardware to the kayak to make sure it's pretty rigid, so that way we can take out the center bar. We can install his track kit stuff that he wants to be put on in the center, and then we can reinstall that bar so we're not moving the setup to where we have it now. All right, so now we've got everything lined up where we want it. Our center bar is where it is. We're gonna go ahead and lock the knuckles to the kayak on the track system. And like I said before, Loctite is your friend. This will allow, we'll stop the bolts and the nuts from loosening up while you're transporting down the road. Not so much transporting the kayak when you have the wheels, to and from the ramp, but more or less down the road, so you don't get to where you're going and have no hardware. All right, so now Jeff wants to put the Yak Attack lock and load base into the center part. So to do that, the track won't fit in unless you slide this back out. So that's why we don't want to set screw anything in the beginning until we've got everything where we want. So we're just going to slide this back out like this. We're going to slide his Yak Attack lock and load base on, and then we're going to go ahead and put this back in where we need it. And we put those white marks in those set screws when we were cutting it, so that's going to get us to where we need to be right there. All right, now that's where he needs it. You can slide on, and you can put any track kit on that, and now that's locked in.
You also move the tie down eyelet top side, which is going to work. I'll put another lock and load base up there with some Omega and Omega Pro rod holders, and I don't know. There's a lot to. You can even put a 90 there and put stuff out to the side, 90-degree adapter. So many options because of that. So, all right, what's next?
Well, now we just tighten everything down, put the set screws in, get the wheels assembled, and put it on and finish up the install.
And I get to run around the parking lot dragging it behind me, like wheeling it. Yeah. That's the final clip.
There you go.
All right.
Again, Loctite is your friend.
That's your set screw, right?
That is a set screw. It's going to hold your center bar into the knuckles. Yep. Don't be scared to put it on there. This is the last part of the install, which is the bungee. That's going to connect your tires together while you got it stowed, so that way they don't fall off and while you're taking this thing down the road. It's pretty simple. Got the kit here. All the parts come together. And then you basically take your end, slide it up on the bungee.
Show me that, just flat. Yep, go ahead.
So you take it right up on the bungee. You're gonna take your hook end, and that's gonna slide up on the bungee.
And it's got two little
Prongs.
triangles that kick out. Okay.
Yep. And we go ahead and we put,
It's hollow, like a tube. So the end of the bungee looks like it had some, it was heat sealed. You gotta get past that little nub. Yep, which you did. Got it.
and then we slide up our collar.
And just some hand strength. Got it. All right, so that's one half.
That's one half.
The other.
And then we get to where we want to lock these in. So I use them from the clips.
Okay.
So then you're gonna have to get scissors to do your other one, because you don't want this loose. You want it pretty tight.
Right. Well, stop. It's gonna swing
Yeah.
out like that, and you want a little bit of spring. So I think you're probably gonna want to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Stretch a little. Yep.
We're gonna go right there.
Let's get some heat on that. All right, we are out in the parking lot. We got some nasty potholes to kind of test out these wheels and the landing gear. And I'm gonna turn around and get right through here. I was a little worried about it being narrow. They had a little bit of wobble, but I think we have the width. Let's hit this one. Enough width. Yeah. I took it. I'm happy.